Top 10 Military Anime. One of the most loved genres of anime, although it can be quite niche, is the military genre. From cute, unsuspecting girls who can snipe from miles away to war-hardened soldiers who fight on the front lines. The war genre is very diverse and an interesting category to watch. That's why we're going to give you our top 10 military anime to watch. This list will be 10 boots-on-the-ground anime that will not include any mecha anime. So sorry you mecha heads, but hopefully you'll find some anime you can enjoy here. So let's dive in. Number 10, Girls in Panzer. Kicking off our list are cute high school girls in tanks. That's right, it's Girls in Panzer. The story follows a group of girls who attend Ori Girls High School, which is at risk of being shut down. In order to save the school, the traditional sport of Senshido is brought back, which is a sport using World War II era tanks in elimination-based matches, and is a sport widely practiced by women and girls. Miho Nishizumi is a new student at Ori High School who hates Senshido. However, due to her family's past success at Senshido, Miho is forced to take part in the competition for the sake of her school. Will she be able to overcome her past, or will everything fall apart? You'll have to find out by giving this anime a watch. And even if the story doesn't interest you, the tank certainly will. Number 9, Gate. Have you ever wondered what would happen if fantasy met sci-fi on the field of war? Well, wonder no more. When a mysterious gate opens up in the middle of Tokyo, and supernatural creatures and warriors clad in medieval armor start pouring through. It's up to the Japanese self-defense forces, in particular Officer and Otaku Yoji Itami, to fight back against the invasion. 3 months after the initial opening of the portal, and Yoji is tasked with leading a special recon team through the gate to try and establish peaceful relations with the other world. If he succeeds, then Earth will have a new ally, and if he fails, well, let's just hope he doesn't. This fun and quirky anime is definitely one that you'll fall in love with. Number 8, Jormungand. Brought up as a child soldier, Jonah Mar has an intense disliking for weapons and anyone who deals with them. But when international arms dealer Koko Hekmatayar hires Jonah as one of her bodyguards, he has no choice but to take up arms. Jonah, along with Koko's other bodyguards, who are mostly ex-special ops soldiers, now has to protect Koko and her overly idealistic goal of world peace from countless dangers trying to stop her. A fast-action anime with awesome music, Jormungand might not be the best when it comes to military terminology and technical know-how, but if you're after epic gunfights, then this anime is for you. Kind of a problem here. If you guys don't like this video, Senpai won't notice me. Oh, phew. Thanks for clicking like. I'm sure he'll look at me now. Number 7, Valkyria Chronicles. When it comes to the war genre, the story often centers around 2 large forces battling it out between each other. But have you ever wondered about the small guys? The countries that get invaded through no fault of their own? Well, wonder no more, because Valkyria Chronicles is an anime about exactly that. The Principality of Gallia is a small nation with a wealth of resources, which is invaded by the European Imperial Alliance. Welkin and Isara Gunther, a brother and sister who band together with the local militia, quickly jump into action and fight back against the invaders. To save their little village, they then move to Gallian capital, where they are organized into a unit and tasked with defending their country from annexation. But as the war rages on, secrets are unveiled, which the team never expected. This anime is great if you want a simple war series with no mechs or demon kings, just plain old soldiers and guns. Number 6, Alderamin on the Sky. Alderamin on the Sky is an anime about how somebody becomes a hero purely by circumstance. Ikta Sorlock is just your average guy who wants an easy lifestyle and a cute girlfriend to live it with. But sometimes we just can't get what we want. When war breaks out between the Kachverner Empire and the neighboring Republic of Kyoka, Ikta and his childhood friend Yatori Shino join the military as officers. But luck just isn't on Ikta's side, as he, Yatori Shino, and 3 other soldiers get stranded in the enemy territory and have to pull a mission impossible to save the day. So much for an easy life. Number 5, Saga of Tanya the Evil. Never has a little girl been so terrifying and ruthless than in the anime Saga of Tanya the Evil. Now this is an isekai anime, however. Before you skip it, don't let the title fool you, as it doesn't follow the same kind of pattern that normal isekai do. After being reincarnated as a little girl, Tanya wastes no time on the usual discover the world plot, and instead decides to join the army, where she quickly rises in the ranks. Dubbed as the Devil of the Rhine, Tanya shows no mercy to her enemies or her subordinates, and is solely focused on defying being King X, the godlike entity that reincarnated her. The battles in this anime are amazing, and Tanya's cynical and spiteful attitude towards her new world is refreshing and brings something new to the, let's face it, kind of overdone, normal isekai anime tropes. Not to mention that the fantasy and military mixed vibe works great together as well. This is an anime you definitely don't want to miss out on. Number 4, Girls Last Tour. Okay, so this anime might not be a full-on war anime with large armies and epic battles, but it is a hauntingly beautiful look at the aftermath of war and the damage that it causes. Chito and Yuri are two young girls who explore the desolate wastelands of a war-torn city, scavenging food and supplies from old military sites and speculating on what the world might have been like once. They are also the last two survivors of the war. Together, they try to keep each other hopeful and happy as they traverse a barren war-torn land in a bleak and dying world. Whilst this might not sound like the most cheerful of anime, the animation is great and the story will definitely pull at your heartstrings. Number 3, Vinland Saga. From a war-torn future to the Vikings of old now, Vinland Saga has to be one of the best war anime to come out in 2019. Set during the Viking era, Vinland Saga is an anime where we get to see what it meant to be a warrior, a Viking, and how brutal war was at the time. The story starts off as a simple revenge plot, but as the series goes on, the story becomes much deeper and more complex as it explores what it means to be at peace, as well as what is right and wrong at a time of war and chaos. The characters of this anime are well-grounded and mostly realistic in their abilities, which is great for a war anime as we get to see actual humans with human abilities fighting instead of overpowered MCs who could knock everyone out in one punch. Honestly, if there's only one anime that you watch from this list, then it should be this one. Number 2, Attack on Titan. Of course, we couldn't have a top 10 military anime list without including one of the biggest military anime out there, Attack on Titan. Whilst you might think that this is just a show about people killing creepy humanoid giants, and there's quite a lot of that, as the series goes on, the show further delves into the politics of the military, especially amongst its three main branches, the Righteous and Heroic Survey Corps, the Secretive and Subtle Garrison Regiment, and the corrupt and self-serving military police. Throughout the series, we see false accusations, assassination attempts, and coups, which highlights how complicated the military is, even when there's giant creatures trying to eat you everywhere. This is a great anime for anyone wanting a mix of real military politics as well as epic battles, which are beautifully animated. Finally, before we unveil our number 1 pick, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons to keep up to date with new videos from Anime Dive X. Coming in at number 1 on our top 10 military anime list is a bit of an older anime, airing back in 1988, but that doesn't make it any less amazing. The anime in question is Legend of the Galactic Heroes. For 150 years, the Galactic Empire and the Free Planets Alliance have been at a stalemate in their war, but that's all about to change with the emergence of a new generation. The story follows two young men, the idealistic military genius Reinhard von Lohengrin, who's taking over as the leader of the Galactic Empire, and the new reserve leader of the Free Planets Alliance, Young-Wenli. The two sides clash as Reinhard wants to be the one true ruler of humanity, whilst Wenli wants to teach his pupil that autocracy is not the solution. As ideologies clash amidst a hard-fought and drawn-out war, the two strategic masterminds must ask themselves, what is the real reason that they are fighting for? Well, that's the end of our list. We hope you enjoyed it. What's your favorite military anime? Let us know in the comment section below. And what other anime content would you like to see us cover? Also, don't forget to help us keep making videos by liking and subscribing to our channel. See you next time on Anime Dive X.